2020 Winter Death Game, round 3.
Bye.
After a blistering round 2.
I see what you've done there. Because of the shoes.
I know this is your house. Leave.
Bye, Eric.
Okay.
I didn't want to do this one anyway.
So this is one-on-one time with holy shit. This is one-on-one time with Ray. Eric just broke his door, and not actually, but it was solid. We can't use any of this. You should keep all of this in.
Oh no!
My vote for this round
It's smeared off.
is Smirnoff. Eric, would you like to join me again?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
What do I do with this audio? Should I keep it?
Some of it. Hey, this was my logic. He said get up and leave, and I was like, well, I have a bit I could do in there. We have to do something funny for this episode. It's definitely not going to be either of the shows. So, DJ, please tell us all about your favorite pop idol.
Well, I would die if they went to Budokan.
Well,
Oh no, I thought you were gonna legitimately go into your favorite pop idol.
no, he's not that creative.
Oh.
Just like this fucking show.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead, DJ. Joking aside,
So,
Great use of salmon.
if my favorite pop idol is about a goddamn American hero.
not American.
No.
Probably might be a villain, frankly.
This character. All right, it's about a woman.
The first episode is for sure about a woman. Let's start there. Because I think that...
Wait, you watched
that's where
more
I
than one
started.
episode?
No, I just watched the preview for the second episode,
Okay,
and
I
I'm
didn't
pretty...
watch- I didn't
I have a suspicion that we might switch to other characters in different episodes.
That's intriguing. That kind of puts a spin on my mind. Okay, no, go ahead.
But yeah, it's about a woman.
She's part of the Bullet Club.
Yep.
I don't know if anyone else noticed that.
Oh, that was the first thing
You
I
mean the
noticed.
Bullet Club?
I'll bring that back later.
Please.
Okay.
I have theories.
Okay.
I have theories as well. God damn it.
It's about a woman
He's part of the Bullet Club.
who's walking through a park, and she gets handed a flyer one day by some aspiring pop idols, saying like, "Hey, come see our concert in the park like at 2:00."
Unbeknownst to her, they're all secretly zombies.
If only.
I really need to watch that, don't I?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do.
All right, go ahead.
And then it flash forward to 2 years later.
Was there, is it a 2-year time?
I
now?
thought it said 1 year, but it could have been 2.
I think it was 2 because they said that she's been following them for 2 years.
That's fine.
I'm gonna trust you on that one.
I know it jumps forward in time. I just don't remember if it was 1 or 2.
Yeah, and it turns out this woman has been obsessively not so much stalking, but just like rooting passionately.
It's not stalking if they're an idol. It's fucked up, but what I said is true.
Yeah, I say she's very enthusiastic about her fandom towards this one of the 2 idols that gave her the flyer on that fateful spring day or summer day, whatever. And
What did they call those people that only liked Joey Fatone?
Hold on.
I'm glad we caught that much dead air.
I think my chest is gone. Hold on. Do you guys smell fudge? Fudge? Is the left side of my face melting? There's a term?
I thought there was.
Only in your private fandom. Fatone heads.
Fatone heads. The Fatonies.
He's the only one still doing stuff, right?
Yeah, he was in that Jersey Shore Shark Attack.
Right, that was the only example I could think of as well. We're gonna just keep fucking killing time until DJ finally tells us what this fucking show is
Welcome
about.
to the Joey Fatone podcast hour. I'm your host, Ray.
Ray just hijacked this podcast.
Welcome, yeah. This one goes out to all the Fatonis out there. Shit.
Can I pause?
What's up?
Hi there. No, you're fine.
You decide not to go to the movie?
What if she said, why is my door not closing?
I sure hope that doesn't happen.
That'd be really funny if it did, though.
Nowhere near as funny as Fatonis.
Nowhere near as funny as Fatoni said, for sure.
I would have said Fatoners.
Fatoners!
And I would have eventually worked it into like a photocopier joke.
I'm not that creative.
Me either.
All right.
I mean, Eric is pretty creative.
We give him a lot of shit, but Joey Fatone,
We do give him a lot
he
of credit.
created way more than either of us.
Yeah, that's 100% true.
And that's why on this podcast...
This is why I'm the Fatonis. The Fatonis and me.
We're the Fatoners.
That door still works. That's fine. So, DJ, what is the plot of the show?
Okay, so she is, like I said before, she was passionate about her fandom towards this salmon pink member of this pop idol group.
Sidebar, real quick.
Please.
Why the fuck would you be the salmon pink member of it?
Well, because all the other colors were taken.
Yeah, but there's other pinks. Like, I don't know, peach.
I think the other one was peach.
She was red.
Oh, there was red.
Was there red?
There was
Because
a pink
I
one.
thought like the little girl was pink as well.
No, there was a normal pink one.
Oh,
Because
was
they
there
make a
normal pink?
point of being like,
'Cause,
no,
yeah, like,
it's salmon pink, not normal
Well,
pink.
because they say like in the episode, like, oh, all of them are either plants or fruits, and I assumed like the pink one or was like was a peach or whatever.
One's a shamrock.
The green one's a shamrock.
Yeah, so not plants or fruit. Oh, that's the plant. Listen, tune in
Here
next week.
here in the Fatonis.
Tune in next
We're
week
not
for the
plant
Fatonis. Yeah.
Wait, are the Fatonis the award show for the best Joey Fatones? He's gonna just win again.
It's not even a contest anymore.
I mean, it's still a contest, like, ostentatiously, but like in reality, he's the only Joey
Is it Jersey
Fatone.
Shore Shark Attack Fatone, or Joey Fatone, or is it, I don't know, some other thing he was in?
So this is like a multiverse of Joey Fatones?
Yeah. Which Fatone was the most Fatone?
You know, I didn't know how much I needed that till you brought it up, and holy crap.
The Joey Fatoneverse?
Imagine if they could just clone four.
Hey, almost spit out that Smirnoff.
They could
I only
just
have one left. Fuck you.
they could just clone 4 Joey Fatones, and then they could redo the boy bands of just the Fatones. It'd be like
Joey
the
and the Fatonis.
All right, DJ, at your discretion, you can
Dear
cut whatever you like from this.
We're never getting through this. Okay, so she likes the salmon pink one a lot.
You already said that.
I know. I'm just kind of recapping where I left off.
Go quicker.
Shut up. You're making this take longer.
The more words per minute you get out about the show, the less words per minute we have to get out about the show.
That's kind of it. She's just obsessed with this.
That
pink
is
member.
absolutely not
And then
kind of it.
She joins like with the rest of the members of the fandom who are like. There's like a fat guy that's obsessed with the green one.
Red one.
Red
The
one.
leader.
Okay, holy shit. Do you want to take the reins from him, or should
Absolutely not. Go ahead.
I? Okay, so this show is about, like, fandoms, basically.
Yeah.
As the name would imply. And it kind of just, in the first episode, just gives a real, like... And I say real, but this show is the most... If it's real, I don't want to live anymore. But, like...
It's definitely real.
It gives, like, what it seems to be implying is a very honest depiction of what super fans of idols are.
Yeah.
where they're like, I better be there at 6 a.m. or I'm not going to get my 5 free handshakes.
How do you... Yes, Eric, where do you think they're basing this off of? This is 1,000% gospel.
No. That's not the part about it that I found to be ridiculous.
Oh.
It was I sold all of my possessions and all of my clothes except for my salmon-colored jumpsuit so that I could afford to sit on a bench or on a step from 6 a.m. till 4 p.m. so that I could shake someone's hand for 50 seconds. And then not say anything, and also not shake their hand, and also not even make a complete heart. By the way, that very ending part, I called that at the beginning when I was watching it, and I was like, but they won't do that, right? Like, this is going to be a comedy about how she's creepy. And then they did it, and I was like, what the fuck is this?
Hey. She works. She didn't just sell all of her stuff to support it. She also works at a hot dog bun factory.
You don't know what they're using those buns for.
Yeah, absolutely.
Reopen the 9/11
Touché.
investigation. They could be using those buns for anything.
Warren Commission. Here we go.
Have you seen the picture of the guy who's Cyclops from X-Men, but it's a hot dog bun with a hot dog in it over his eye? They could be using it for that. You don't even know.
I have not.
That could be for meat vision.
Well, I mean, if it's still if the hot dog is in there, I mean, it's still a hot dog bun.
Yeah, but that implies it's for food, I think, when you say it that way.
I wouldn't. No, it just means the hot dog's going in that bun. Regardless, that is 1,000% what this show.
Yeah,
is
I
about.
thought I was gonna go with that creepy vibe too, or the creepy comedy vibe. Like it had like a Chapter 23, like Jared Leto's gonna shoot like John Lennon kind of vibe.
I'm just. I would thought this show was going to be a lot more about like the fat people, the fat guy in that show.
And he very well could be, according to
Yeah, that's just a theory I have. But
Just a game theory.
wow, demonetized.
We've referenced that. We made that joke before in the podcast.
Yep, I don't see a check yet.
You're right. It's because we don't have enough subscribers.
Please subscribe, like, comment, complain about DJ. I do.
But this show, I don't know. I actually liked this show. I thought it was pretty funny. I take it you guys didn't feel it the same way.
No. There. Oh my god.
Is that the Cyclops thing?
Like there were some parts where I was like, okay, I don't get that whole fandom. I don't think I'll ever will like have a full grasp on like the mindset going into that.
Watch more idol anime. You pick up a lot from that.
or don't.
Yeah, or I'll
Well,
pass.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
if you want to...
No,
Okay, well, Can I ask you a question real quick, Ray?
Go ahead.
Do you mean you don't get it, like you don't get the presentation, or you don't accept that it's real?
I don't accept that it's real.
Okay,
I
because
think
boy
it's-
bands.
Because that's
NSYNC
kind of
and-
where I am.
NSYNC and, what was it? Like Backstreet Boys
The
in the
Fatones.
90s.
Yeah, the Fatones.
Yeah, the Fatones.
The Fatones.
I would say, like,
Join the
those
Fatones.
Fatone heads.
Touring this summer with the Ramones and the Fratellas. It's the Fatonies.
All those girls in, like, the 90s that were, like, going ape shit and, like, were screaming until they pass out.
Believers.
This is the inverse of that.
Yeah, I understand the sort of pop culture aspect of things, but there was
The last one, you lucky bitch. No. I need this for the next episode.
but oh man, that distracted me. It just seems like so much. It just seems like so much. And she's just gonna end up shooting her at the end. That's just what I feel like. It's just gonna end up very, very badly. Very poorly.
It's gonna go Happy Sugar Life real quick.
Call back to the previous episode. Better than Smile on the Runway, I'll tell you that. More likable characters. More likable characters by far.
This character's more likable. Okay, sure.
I will take creepy stalker chick over model chick.
Immature child?
Correct.
A person who is still technically a child.
In high
being
school.
immature. Yes. Go on.
I just did that to set DJ off.
I think this show,
I know you didn't like it.
this is 100% one of those shows, like, this is a 50-50 that this could either end up being a thing or it could just be this for 10 more episodes.
Oh, I didn't like it.
And
at
I'm
all.
not down for 10 more of this.
No, I didn't like it at all. But like,
Speaking of not liking it at all, Sorceress Stabber Orphan. There's a segue. That show sucks. Hardcore balls and wieners. That show is a Chunibiyo's fucking backstory. It is the worst of the worst fan fiction ever written. That show sucks hard.
Do you need me to translate any what you just said to you?
no, I'm good.
Okay, you got it. You understood what you meant?
He said something about a churro, and he just like wants Chi-Chi's back, like real quick.
No, a Chunibiyo.
Yeah, whatever. Bless you. Like,
That's what he needs translated, Eric.
No, that's what I was asking about.
yeah, bless you.
Chunibiyo is it's 8th grade syndrome. It's the people that
Yeah, it's
DJ, I'm gonna
it's
need you to
Peter
bleep.
Pan.
I'm gonna need you to bleep this for what I say. It's the people that were in Monster Hunter Theron and thought it was real.
Yeah. Yeah, Peter Pan syndrome.
Yeah, I guess you're right. That is
Essentially, yeah.
that is the same thing.
This is like their fucking backstory for their
I get it.
dark personality.
I get it. Yeah, it was very edgy.
This
It was
show,
very edgelord. Yep.
yes. Ugh, my sister or girlfriend or whoever she actually was, I guess she's sister, is a fucking dragon, and I am a wizard, but I'm not anymore. I just wander the world.
All I'm saying is, of all the shows where I'm a wizard and my girlfriend is a dragon, also she might be my sister, I've seen this done better.
Yeah.
No less than 3 times.
But this version, specific
Escaflowne, Dragonaut, and Dragon Crisis all did it better.
good job actually citing your sources.
Escaflowne wasn't his girlfriend, though. Escaflowne was just a dragon robot.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ray.
It's all right.
Go on. Find your opinions and tell them to me.
Oh, I think it's hot garbage too. It's just
Okay.
very 90s, and that's the only thing I appreciated about it. The literal only thing.
Why does the fact that it was written in the 90s make it okay?
No.
Garbage from any time is still garbage.
Okay, so let me see if I can try to explain the difference. If this was written today,
It would be that much more embarrassing.
it would be nostalgia bait.
Yeah.
The fact that it was written in the 90s means that, like, okay, there's probably a cynical person who was like, they love it.
This is literally this is a cash grab for sort of that 90s
Well,
nostalgia.
I don't know about that.
Like
I
what
think
Eric
it
said,
is.
this is the third attempt at animating this.
and that's
this
why I
piece
say
of
it's a
shit.
cash grab, because it's the third attempt at
I
it.
don't-
But like,
So yeah, this was written in '94, and I think it ran for 20 volumes till 2003, and this is the third anime of it. The first one I didn't look at specifically when it came out. I think it came out in '98.
Oh, you pull it up really quick.
You
While
can
you're
if you
talking.
want. I think it was '98, but it had a second season or a second series, which was like SS Orphan 2. So I don't know if it's so much a cash grab or like they can't adapt it, or if it's more of a, hey, you know what's doing pretty good right now? Vinland Saga and Berserk.
Oh yeah, 88.
Oh, so you can
98
bring
to
it back.
99.
So they're like looking at 80s and 90s stuff
like
and being
the
like,
retro
Oh
fantasy.
yeah, this was like two double seasons. This was like
So-
so like the
24
retro,
episodes and
like a
23
retro
episodes.
fantasy sort of aspect. Oh, not Vinland Saga, but more Berserk, like bringing back the old school kind of.
right? They're trying to they're mining in the
I just
in the
can't
past.
figure out like why out of all the shit that exists in that back catalog, they pick this. This is not even a little bit interesting.
It's a little bit interesting.
No, it's not. You're lying.
Okay, let me ask you a question, and this is gonna. I don't know if this is even a great question to ask you, DJ,
Go
but I'll
ahead.
ask: would you rather watch this or watch Desert Punk again?
Desert Punk again.
Okay. So at the end of the day, the thoughts on this show, I think we don't have a whole lot to say because I feel like not a lot happened in the first episode.
No.
It was a lot of like poorly establishing characters
Yeah.
and a disjointed flashback that I'm sure we're going to see 4 more times, and each time we're going to see someone who is in an Orisuke style standing at a different corner of the room and has a little more insight into what happened. I haven't watched the show or read it. I'm just sort of guessing.
I have a feeling what you're saying is 1000% true.
But the characters they introduced, they aren't terribly compelling.
no.
but they aren't terribly written either.
The somewhat
Like-
the somewhat savvy younger sister of the noble they're trying to do. That character has like a moment where I'm like, okay, this character has some stuff.
and I think
Well,
that
it's 'cause
Barkeep's son
that's
has a
their
chance
compa-
too.
Oh, sorry.
Like as
To be a wizard?
No, as a well, yeah, but like as a foil, like kind of deal, like
Well,
to the
I mean-
edgelordness of the main.
I don't even know if I would describe him as an edgelord.
Intro
not,
of the show,
but, like-
because that's where you see her like in the show. So it's like obviously she is going to be the foil.
I didn't say she.
You said the
No, I said
He's
the
talking about
Barkeep's
the
son.
barkeep's son right now.
Oh, I thought you were.
I mean-
I thought you were talking about that girl.
The art for the show, like the poster art, is this the titular stabber, the two dwarf troglodyte boys, blonde girl who knows this is a scam, and the son of a barkeeper.
Yeah, boy
God,
wonder.
these characters look much better in '90s animation. Like they just look more true to form.
They kind of look the same.
They look the same, but just like that older like way of drawing.
It looks.
It looks it
The-
looks more
honest.
accurate. In that
Okay.
old style.
I'll say this because I know this was done by Studio Dean. I believe it was. Yeah.
Was it Dean?
I
Okay.
believe so.
I can find out.
And they apparently are the Fate people, right?
Yep.
I
I think they are. I think that was what we saw.
Fate is UFO Table. Dean might be also part of it, but I know UFO Table is like the reason that
Let me click
Fate looks
Studio
the way
Dean.
Fate looks.
right, but like seeing, yeah, because my whole premise would be on that. I think they're drawing it. They're trying too hard to draw it like it's from the 90s.
Oh, they did the Junji Ito collection.
Oof.
Log Horizon.
They did do Log Horizon.
Is this a zombie?
Hey, this is nothing and nowhere.
Point being is, I think it's drawn purposely,
I do think that they're making a stylistic choice with the way it looks.
and I don't think it's executed 100% well.
And Fate Stay Night.
I would agree with that.
And Fate Stay the Night.
I think only that one though.
Okay.
I have work in the morning. Fate, go home.
Stay Night. Get it? Go on, Eric.
Let me ask an impossible question.
Let me give you an improbable answer.
Which of these shows is going into the next round?
None of
Fucking
them.
Budokan.
Oh, God, I have to vote.
You have to vote.
Shit. Come back to me. I gotta think about this.
Let Ray be the tiebreaker.
I know.
Potentially.
Like it's not. It's
Potentially.
not even like being the tiebreaker. It's like I genuinely don't know.
Eric, if you had to pick one, gun to your fucking head.
I don't want to fucking talk about the bucket tweaking I'm doing in my head right now, but I'm looking at the shows that are on the block right now, and I'm looking at the two shows it's up against, and I'm
God
thinking
damn
to
it.
myself that I already know who's going to win the tournament.
I have a good idea.
It can only be one of two shows, and I don't think it's anyone on this side.
So
So I guess my question is, do I want to give this show a chance, or do I want to go with my gut saying that the other show might actually be doing something interesting?
okay, I'm gonna say this. What is pulling me to one side or the other?
Is the setting?
No.
Oh no,
No,
Okay.
I didn't watch the ending clip when you said the character might switch. So when you for my favorite pop idol, so if it's like anthology but with like the same characters and there's like a rotation
Yeah,
in their fandom, like a rotation between those like the fans, or there could be a rotation to like what the experience is like from the idol's point of view. If there's even the hint of that, it is kind of pulling me over to that side.
That's what it kind of seems
See,
like it might be doing.
I got the sense that the next episode was going to be about the other guy who was with them the whole time.
Yeah, like
Okay.
the guy that's obsessed with the blue girl.
Yeah, and in all honesty, if it's presented that presentation, it intrigues me. Orphan, on the other hand, it just seems like it's so bad that I might start enjoying it.
I mean, you've heard this story 1,000 times before, like Eric said.
But this one,
Told it better every other time.
but this one has that pew pew And that fucking he has like the Millennium Puzzle on his neck, but it's like a dragon. and then they try to take down the dragon the same time, and then he pulls the same thing.
Same fucking stunt. They knew he was gonna pull because he did it last time.
Guys, rock, paper, scissors, just because you know that rock always beats scissors doesn't mean you can all of a sudden not have the 3 choices.
Are we adding a third choice? Because I'd like a third choice to this one.
Nope.
Can I?
Yep, I would say we're adding Maple Story. A show Ray hasn't even watched yet.
Oh, to add Maple Story. Just think, we basically flipped a coin for that one to decide if it was going to be Plunderer or Maple Story, and we ended up in the Plunderer timeline. But let's not talk about Plunderer. Let's talk about how, I guess, we're going to have to watch more of if my favorite pop idol gets to broken out.
Yes!
Because it seems like all 3 of us don't want to watch Orphan.
I really don't.
Thank you. I was screaming in my head this whole time, please don't make me watch more Orphan, but I knew if I said that out loud, you would have been like,
yeah,
I'm going to
totally
make you watch more Orphan.
No, but like...
Well, like, I know he doesn't want to watch it.
Yeah, honestly, I know, but if I said that out loud, it would have pushed you over the edge.
I would have voted for Orphan if you didn't tell me about, like, the next episode preview. I would have voted for Orphan.
Kinda, yeah. Like, if I didn't think that the show might not only focus on Tracksuit Chan, who I don't even remember her name. Did they even say it? They did. She was a legendary.
Yeah, it's Mark David Chapman.
It was like Miyabi, I think.
Chadwick Boseman is.
Yeah, Chadwick Boseman is.
The anime.
Bojack.
No, he's not.
No.
Okay, so SS Orphan, go back to the 90s where you belong.
Oh.
If my favorite pop idol goes to
Budokan, I would die.
Budokan, I would die. I guess you get a second swing.
I will say this:
6 more swings.
The most creative use,
maybe 4.
The most creative use of salmon roe I've ever seen.
I love it when she puts that piece of salmon in her fucking like king's wand, king's blade.
Is it? What about that show with the roe salmon fairies that came out last year?
Don't make me remember that show.
One?
I don't think he watched it.
No,
he didn't.
I didn't watch it. He watched the first episode and cried.
Close it out.
It was awful.
Please close it out.
All right, gentlemen, it's time to end this round and then move on to the next one, in which 2 shows that we actually picked have to be discussed. Wow!
Those shows being...
Oh, that's right. He didn't do a preview.
Plunderer versus Nekopara. God help us all.
And now a message from our favorite snake oil salesman, Ray!
Tune in next week to the Fatonies, where we talk about all Joey's favorite sandwiches.
Spoiler, they've all got bread.